want to talk about sports?
Yes, I want to talk about sports.
You want to get a real job? You want to talk about sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
All right, sports it is.
Okay, Tony, so when's the White House fight again?
This Sunday.
And it's the 250th anniversary of the country.
Yes.
But that's on July 4th.
Yeah.
But the president's birthday is a Sunday, so they're having the fight then.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine by me, but like it's not the 250th anniversary. It should be happening on July 4th.
He wanted it on his birthday.
I mean, I guess it's his house.
They named it UFC Freedom 250.
Which is a good name. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just a stickler. I feel like you should have a birthday party on your birthday or the day after or the day before. But you know what? Now people don't have to cancel their 4th of July plans. And also, like, I can have a beer and a burger and watch the fireworks, and I don't have to worry about watching the fight. Because I can watch that fight this Sunday instead.
Yes.
You know what? I'm fine with that. Do you know what time this fight is?
8.
Oh, that's not too bad. And it's, well,
Wait,
I guess we're just going to jump into this.
Yes.
So, well, you know what? If you're hearing this now, the music's already played and there wasn't a cold open. Because that was supposed to be the cold open. But we're in. Welcome to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. Tony's here with the autism. I'm here as well, undetermined whether or not I have autism. And we are both here with the brotherhood.
Yes.
So let's give a little bit of context. This is going to be a UFC Freedom 250 fight special. So, Tony, let's talk a little bit.
Yep.
UFC and pickleball, but UFC, if you're a cool person, is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. A lot of people know that you like a lot of different sports.
Yep.
It's kind of random that you like UFC. What got you into that?
COVID.
COVID? How did COVID get you into UFC?
I just was looking for sports to watch, and UFC was the first one to be back.
Okay.
And I got into it.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay. Well, I mean, they didn't make the fighters fight with masks, right? Because they sweat
Yep.
and bleed on each other anyway.
Yep.
So there's no point. Okay, fair enough. So I got into UFC. We've got a lot of people like at the church I go to who fight UFC. Joe Selecki was one of them for a while. Jamie Pickett. I met John Salter. And then
Derek Brunson.
I actually haven't got a chance to meet Derek Brunson,
Okay.
but I know people that run into circles. Yeah, I know a couple of really awesome guys in the UFC. And then, of course, our cousin Matt Frivola.
Yep.
Yeah, so our cousin Billy married Matt, which is just awesome. He is one of the most awesome guys you'll ever meet.
Yes, he really is.
And we'll transition from that into just a brief conversation about, like, yeah, I mean, jiu-jitsu is a lot of fun. I think if you haven't tried it before, it's genuinely some of the most fun I've ever had. I've had a lot of really great roles myself. I've got a little bit of a neck injury, so I haven't done it in a while. But it's kind of the closest thing you can get to learning self-defense, but in like a controlled and safe environment. Because if you're doing it with the right people, they're not trying to injure you. They're trying to have fun and learn and grow in their ability to defend themselves and even their families. So it's an awesome thing. Tony, I will drag you to a jiu-jitsu session eventually one of these days.
Yeah.
But right now I know you're doing CrossFit and you're building those muscles. Anyways, let's talk about UFC Freedom 250. Now, most UFC fights start with things called prelims, which are fights before the main card.
Only prelims and then prelims on pay-per-views. There's a difference between. On fight nights, they're just prelims.
Okay.
On pay-per-views, there's only prelims and prelims.
But the thing is that, like, there's like 5 or 6 main fights that you want to see that night, right? And then on those 5 or 6 fights, there's 1 or maybe 2 main events, which are the really big fights on a night, right? So whenever you see us put out content, it's usually on the main event.
Main, but there is a main card.
Yeah. But whenever we put out like a reel or a YouTube short, it's usually about main event, right? And then whenever we'll do a podcast, we'll usually talk about the main card. So the interesting thing is the prelims, the early prelims, those are kind of up and comers and guys who are trying to make their way onto a main card. The UFC Freedom 250, it's just the main card. There's no prelims.
There's 7 fights.
And there's 7 pretty good fights.
Yep.
Now, the only thing I'm going to say that I'm not a fan of when it comes to the UFC Freedom 250, I don't know if we have any veterans fighting on this card. Do you know if we do? And by veterans, I mean people who served in our military.
Yeah.
Let me check. Are there any military veterans fighting in the UFC 250? I feel like that would have been really, really nice. And I make this point. Our cousin, Matt Frivola, is a veteran, wanted to fight on this card, and did not get it. Everyone wants a fight on every big card. I know that everyone's asking for this card. I think it would have been really awesome for a veteran to get that card. I'm not just saying that because he's my cousin. I'm not just saying that because he's a good guy. I'm not just saying that because he's the cutest kid. I'm saying that because it would have been really cool to see a veteran fight for an event that's about really the anniversary of our great country.
Absolutely.
That being
I'll
said,
second that.
You second that? Okay, Tony, talk to me about who is on the card.
Yeah, so the first fight of the card is Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia.
Okay, how good of a fight is that going to be?
That's going to be a good fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I do believe.
Okay, that's the featherweight fight.
Yep, featherweight, the top 10 matchup.
Yep. Okay. You want to talk more about that, or you want to talk about the other fights more?
Yeah, Diego has fought for the title twice. Steve Garcia's on a 7-fight winning streak.
Oh.
What?
That's good. That's
yes, good. Absolutely. I'm gonna pick Diego here. I think he's just a more veteran of a fighter. I think Steve does have some power to win it, but I think Diego is more tougher. He has more veteran stuff.
He has more, like, experience?
Experience.
Yep.
I know that says, like, why am I going against the American, but this one could be hard, but I think Diego is the younger one of the fighter.
Yep,
He's
31 and 34.
31, 34. And he has a ground game, which I think he will submit Steve in the third round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Middleweight fight is Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. Okay, so Bo Nickel, Penn State wrestler, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
very good.
Three-time All-American wrestler at Penn State.
But how close are wrestling and jiu-jitsu? Are they the same? Are they very different?
I don't know.
Do you want me to delete that question, or do you want to keep that in there?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Okay. You know what? It's okay. You don't have to know everything. I mean, Bo Nickel's 8-1. What do you think?
8-1. I'm not that hype about him as I once was.
He lost to RDR.
Yes, he also RDR. I just don't know where he's at. I'm picking him to win against Kyle Dawkins, but I think Kyle Dawkins is a live underdog. Bo Nichols is a 3-1 favorite. I don't think that should be it. Kyle Dawkins has a lot of experience. He's very good at jiu-jitsu too. I think he can make this a fight, but at the end, I think Bo is going to win.
Okay.
By second round.
Okay.
I'm saying Dr. Stoppage.
What was that? Doctor stoppage?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think
the doctor stops him?
No, I think he'll get him badly hurt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe his eye or like...
But he's not going to poke him in the eye, right?
No.
That's a little teaser for later. All right. What's the next one? The lightweight. Is that Mauricio?
Luffy.
Okay.
This is Michael Chandler.
Michael Chandler is like kind of one of the better fighters, right?
No.
No? Who am I thinking about? Who fought Poirier in that really awesome fight? Oh, he fought Patty.
Yeah, he did. He did fight Michael.
He also fought Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Kind of feel bad for him. Okay.
He also fought Dustin Poirier.
He lost to Poirier.
Yeah, but he's on like a 5-fight losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, he beat Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
That was in
anybody in their mother could beat Tony Ferguson by then.
Okay, that's fair. So, do you think this is a good fight to have on the card, or do you think this is just filling space?
Yeah, Michael Chandler's a big American. He's a really good wrestler.
Okay.
But he got into the UFC too late.
Ooh, he's 40.
Yeah.
He's 40.
He's been in the UFC for 6 years.
Yeah.
So, I'm picking Lucy. I think he'll go to this to a decision.
Okay. If Chandler started his career 10 years earlier, do you think he would have a completely different career?
He'll fight for a title against Khabib, but probably would lose to Khabib or Tony Ferguson. at that time or Conor McGregor.
That fight got canceled.
Well, yeah, but Conor McGregor's making a comeback.
Yeah, I saw about that. When's that fight?
July 11th.
That's exciting. We'll talk about that too. Okay. Tony, Josh Hockett versus Hockett versus Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So I don't know if y'all have seen this clip. Look up Derek Lewis's last fight. Do you know who he fought?
Wando Cortez Acosta.
I remember that. So at one point, Derek Lewis is in the ring. I think he slips and falls onto his butt.
Yep.
He's about to get up and then just doesn't. And you can just like watch him decide, like, you know what?
I'm going to sit right here and get TK'd out.
And like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was a momentary lapse in concentration. I don't know if it's something that he regretted. But it was kind of one of the first time I saw a professional fighter just like mail it in and kind of give up.
Yep.
And I used to have a lot of respect for Derek Lewis solely based on the fact that my cat's name is Lewis. But I've lost my respect for him. Tony, is Josh going to beat him?
Yes, Josh is going to beat him. Am I happy about that? No. Because I'm not a big fan of Josh Hockett.
Okay.
But
didn't Trump ask for Derek Lewis to be on the card?
Yes, he did.
Do they know each other?
They're friends.
How? How do they know each other?
Trump is a big UFC fan.
Okay.
I think
he was an early backer.
He loves Derek Lewis.
Okay. I think he was one of the first backers of UFC, actually.
Yeah. And that's what
I watched a video. I don't know who put the video out, but they were talking about how
Dana White
couldn't find a lot of places that would host the fights, and I think Trump's Hotel did. Bantamweight fight. You wanna name these guys? This is a pretty
Sean
good fight.
O'Malley versus Ayman Sahabi.
That's a good fight, no?
Yes, it is.
It's one of the better fights, too.
Yep.
Okay. It's like almost like a triple main event here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, talk to me about these fights.
Yeah, O'Malley is looking to get back into the title hunt.
Okay.
I think he'll get it if he can beat Sahabi. I think this fight is also crazy. I get that O'Malley is a bit sore and stuff, but Sahabi is a good fighter. I know he's older, but he is on a 7-fight winning streak, like Steve Garcia.
He's only got 2 losses in his career.
Yeah, but
I'm excited for that fight. You want to give a prediction?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm going to pick O'Malley by TKO late second round.
Okay. Tony, next on the actual co-main event, Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane.
Yes.
Do you want to explain to people? I said we had a flashback. What happened the last time Cyril Gane fight? Who did he fight?
He fought Tom Aspinall.
And what happened there?
For the championship.
The heavyweight
The heavyweight, yeah. And
the heavyweight title.
Yep, and he poked him in the eye.
Accidentally?
I would have to double check that.
I mean, listen, I don't think anyone's intentionally trying to, like, explicitly cheat, you know? I think about, who's the guy, Drew Dober, who got that nut shot when we watched him? Kind of helped him. Bo Nickel, I think, kind of accidentally got a nut shot on Jamie Pickett that one time. I watched that fight, I remember. Kind of helped him. Accidents happen that are in the favor of fighters sometimes. And sometimes intentional things are hidden as actions. And I can't tell you which one this was, but Cyril Gane basically, the fight was a no contest, if I'm not mistaken, because Tom Aspinall couldn't fight because of his eye.
Yep.
But Cyril Gane's back.
Yep. And he's trying to become the first Frenchman. Actually, he's won an interim title, but actually become the first Frenchman ever win a title for the country. Well, Alex Pereira is trying to become the first ever fleet division champion. And I watch it. Yeah.
Alex Pereira only has 13 wins and 3 losses.
Yeah.
And this would be his third division.
Yeah. Like 8 fights.
It's not a lot of fights per title fight, you know? It's not a lot of fights.
He's been in UFC when he was like 3-1.
Okay.
He was a big kickboxer.
So who did you already say who you think it's going to be?
I'm picking Pereira here.
Sorry, I got a text message. Someone said, In 2006, which was the last time Arsenal lost the Champions League, that happened like a week or two ago. The Hurricanes won Stanley Cup.
Who said that?
This is on Twitter. And then in 2026, Arsenal just lost the Champions League.
Oh.
And the Hurricanes are in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Doesn't mean anything, but it's interesting. Tony. The main event.
Yep.
Tell me who's fighting. Tell me who you got.
Ilya Taporia
Okay.
versus Justin Gaethje.
Okay. Who you got?
I'm picking Taporia here. He's just a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll knock him out in the fourth round.
First round
And I love
knockout.
Justin Gaethje, but I just...
What do they call him? The Goo Man? I think I've heard people call him that.
The highlight?
Oh,
That's
Justin the Highlight Gaethje. Someone on TikTok called him the
Good
Goo
game,
Man.
man.
Apparently, the TikTok community loves Justin Gaethje. They're all about Justin Gaethje.
Yep.
I don't know, man. If you want to have a Freedom 250 event, I feel like you have to pick an American that can definite. You gotta kind of get your best American to fight a foreigner who's not as good. Ilya Taporia is maybe too good for the main event card if you want an American to win. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. But there's not enough American champions anymore. There's only 2 American champions in the UFC.
Why do you think that is? I have my suspicions, but I'm curious what you think. You want to hear my suspicion?
Yeah.
There's easier ways to make money if you're a freak of nature athlete. And you can make more.
Well, other countries have been doing this too.
Yeah, but in America, we have baseball players make so much money. Football players make so much money. Even the soccer players make a decent amount of money. Hockey players make a lot of money. Those are the sports a lot of kids are going to grow up playing, and then they'll get into fighting maybe a little later in life. You know, you have maybe more parents in America that are going to be a little bit more protective about things. I don't know. But I do think I think part of the reason why, for example, the United States soccer team isn't as good as it could be is that we don't have all of our best athletes playing soccer.
I hope that today on the Horn with Colin Coward.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of our best athletes are doing other things. So, that being said, I will say, really the only thing I don't like right now about UFC 250 is I feel like they took a lot of the better fights and put them all on one card, which is nice. That makes the card a lot of fun. But I think the fight cards leading up to this have all been kind of garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a couple, but when was the last time we got excited for a fight card? It's been a little while.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
I wore my UFC Vancouver shirt to the gym today. That was fun.
Nice.
That's a nice shirt. Not worth the $80 we paid for it.
Yeah.
But you know what? They got to make their money somehow, right?
Yep.
Tony, any final thoughts on this event?
I'm excited for Sunday.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. Goodbye, y'all.